Changes around us. Dear students, we have done it. Let's go quickly over the few slides as a revision, and we will be completing the chapter today only. So change is the phenomena in which a substance can change in its composition, shape, size, and in due duration of time also. And it is a way when it becomes different. A thing become different, that is change. May be used for making such a difference in a thing that it becomes something else. So first, there are a few changes that we consider. You people have answered in the live classes that what is fast change and slow change. Fast change when things happen very quickly, and fast change when the thing happens very quickly, and slow change when it takes some time to bring a change. Just like see, this is slow change, and eruption of volcano is a fast change, whereas uh, formation of mountain is a long process, slow change, that is. There are few examples that to consider, which are fast change, like spinning of top, fast change, formation of day and light, slow change, formation of curd from milk, slow change, change of season, slow, beating of heart is fast, burning of paper is fast. These are the examples of slow and fast change that you already know. So next part is reversible and irreversible change. Both are different because that cannot be reversed. Reversible change, reversible change is a change that can undone or reverse, that it can be brought back in the original form. Whereas irreversible change is that when the thing cannot be brought back into its original form. So like there are few examples like a reversible change and irreversible change. Heating of water is reversible. Boiling of egg is eggs is reversible. Do you think it is reversible? This is burning of wax or baking a cake. This is irreversible. But here, just tell me if you think this part, boiling of egg is reversible or irreversible. So this is it, reversible change that you already know. This is a slide when something, a short definition in a reversible change. A material turns into something that looks and feels different, but then it can be changed back to its original form. And this is comparison between reversible change and irreversible change. Like glowing of bulb, it glows when switched on and becomes dark when switched off. Distillation of liquid, like liquid can be changed into um, ice and vapor. Sublimation, when in solid, like in camphor and all, if we give the heat, it will turn into vapor, and when it is cooled down, it can be brought back into solid form. Like collapsing of mimosa, touch me not, that is one kind of flower, leaves non-touching and opening up on reversing, remove the finger. When you touch it, it becomes, it shrinks, while when you remove the finger, it's moves back to its original form. There is a irreversible change, burning of paper, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron is because of the moisture and air. The reaction between moisture, air, and the iron results in brown color substance. That is, it becomes that is rust. And to prevent the rusting, coating of paints is done on the irons. Making of curd from milk, growth of plants and animals, all these are irreversible changes that you already know. Another change is physical change. We are recapitulating very fastly what is physical change and chemical change. See the example of physical change. When butter melts, it is physical change. When you break the pencil, it is physical change. But here again, we have to see that there are physical changes that are reversible and irreversible. Like breaking of pencil is irreversible change. The ice is turned into water, that is physical change. Chemical change, when you burn the log or you make cake, or when you make an omelette, this is all chemical change, because you cannot bring back the original form of the substance that you are bringing some change in. This is it is a bit not very clear picture I have taken, but it is just the comparison between physical change and chemical change. So I'm reading it out for you. A physical change is the change of a matter that occurs without changing the chemical composition of the matter, whereas a chemical change is the change of chemical composition of the matter, usually reversible. Usually chemical changes are irreversible. In physical change, new products are not formed, whereas in chemical change, new products are formed. In physical change, some change occur uh, um, when heating or cooling is done, and in chemical change involve absorption or release of energy. Okay, here we are dealing with heat, and here we are talking about energy. uh, though heat is the form of energy, changes have an effect on the chemical bonds of molecules. You will learn about this chemical bonds and molecules in higher classes, but this is one aspect that change do not if it is physical change, there is no um, effect on the chemical bonds of the substance, and when it is chemical change, there is difference in the molecular structure too. Just a small comparison, the same slide, but it is little bit clear, that you are having in your book also. It's very easy. Now this part we have to discuss. Changes involve energy. We have seen that different types of changes that takes place around us. All these changes are accompanied by there is some error. Okay, by some change in energy also. During some changes, energy is released. For example, burning of fuel produce heat energy. Similarly, in some changes, energy is absorbed. For example, when we tear the paper, we give our energy to the paper to bring some change, to tear the page. The energy supplied get absorbed for bringing about the observer change, bringing about the change. uh, a few more examples are like tell us about change in which energy is either released or absorbed. And it is given in a book also, where the energy is given out or released: a burning of candle, respiration, burning of LPG, freezing of water. And where the energy is absorbed, like moving of cricket ball. How could you relate that moving of cricket ball absorb energy? Because when you throw the ball, your energy, the cricket ball absorbs the energy from you and moves. That is how the energy is absorbed in the cricket ball. Melting of ice. How is melting of ice is related to absorption of energy? Because melting of ice, it takes the energy from the surrounding, that is heat energy from the surrounding, to melt down. Whereas boiling of water, it takes the heat from the burner, gas burner, to bring boil in the water. So energy is absorbed, heat energy is absorbed to make the water boil. So we have this is a small brain map. If you will learn it, it will be very easy for you to understand. Not only understand, recall and retain during the exam. Just changes around us based on speed: fast change, slow change. Based on energy, either exothermic or endothermic, that is when energy is released or energy is absorbed. Based on time interval, that is again we are having fast change and slow change. Here it is periodic change and non-periodic change. Means when it happens in a typical fixed time period, it is periodic change. When it is not happening in a fixed time period, then it is non-periodic. Just like your classes are periodic. Every day 10 o'clock your class begins. This is periodic. Whereas non-periodic, whether you come to the class or do not come to the class, this is non-periodic. It is up to your wish. So based on use, whether it is desirable or undesirable, though this is not in the book, but you can get extra knowledge. And on the basis of reversible, that is quite, you have mastered the reversible and irreversible changes. And thank you. And this chapter is over, and we will be doing the question answers. Thank you.